Michael, um, I wanted to share a little bit about what's been going on with me personally, okay, and where I am at with modern society and the world as a whole, and just fed up like you are, man, fed up like you are, in pain like you are, just deserted like you are, that sick feeling of like feeling abandoned and just feeling like, hey, this is becoming futile, you know. But I wanted to share this quick psalm with you, just to let the enemy know that, hey, this guy over here, me, myself, and I don't give up. Okay, I don't give in, and I don't bend the knee. Okay, to anybody. And I don't kiss the ring, so to speak, to anybody. Okay? Nobody. I told somebody yesterday, I was telling her, listen, I didn't come to be taught. I always, never, ever deny the right wisdom and knowledge, man, if it's to benefit my very being, okay, and the greater good of mankind. I'm all for it. I'm all for it, man. Okay. But one thing I will not stand here and kind of like fool myself knowing that the map is within me. Everything I got, everything I need to know. I don't need to go to the pastor. I don't need to go to confession. I don't need to go to, up the street to the church. Nobody. Okay, nobody. Nobody's going to tell me or teach me the ways that I know are right, okay? And this is kind of like Thanksgiving for the return from captivity. Now, the return from captivity, what does that look like? I've been in Babylon for a very long time. Me and my brother's been here for a long time. Longer than most. We were brought up, with the right knowledge, though, too. Like, we lived many lives here, man. Many lives. And many of the men that the masses tend to think are in charge, like that run like politics, even like things like that. Man, let me tell you something. It all comes from the Anunnaki, okay, and the heavenly hosts and the Elohim, okay, things like that. Disagreeable and some agreeable and some disagreeable. That's just so happens to be the way of the world, man. The way of the world, man. So like the return from captivity, what does that look like? Is that an actual physical return or what? I always wondered that. And this is interesting what David says here in this psalm. It says here, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. I see a lot saying that this is a dream. Well, I look around and I see a nightmare. And I don't say, I don't take this approach where I say, oh, you can't figure your way out of everything is of the mind. No, I don't. No, I'm not co-signing that either, man. The mind is the biggest liar, that will straight up lie to you, okay? And make you think something is what it's not and something is what it, what it really appears to be. It's not. It's not. It's a game. It's a trick. It's an illusion. Okay, the name Maya itself means the illusion of self. I just know, I'm not responsible, man, for, this so-called dream. This is a nightmare, man. This is a nightmare, and everybody else would agree with me. And but if we collectively maybe, gained a different perspective on this dream, so to speak, this is a lie. It really is a lie. If they tell you about the American dream or the dream, that is That is a bold, cunning-faced lie, right to your face, dude. Right to your face, and it's an insult, man. And it really is. You want to hurt somebody for it, but there's nobody to hurt other than the person in the mirror. That's the only person you're left with. That's the only person that will help you in this world, and that's the only way of getting out of this world. People say they got the way to figure the way out of the Matrix. No, man, the Matrix is everything. You can't figure your way out of everything. You are connected to it and part of its system. You are the organs that give it its body. You understand? What makes up the Matrix are the same things that are going on in your brain right now. Okay, in your mind. And that, of course, is your subconscious. I told you this. But the collective, so to speak, apparently, anybody could be whoever they want to be, and that's not right, man. That's not right where I'm at, and that's not what I'm willing to accept, man. And I see a lot of it. People are putting on shows, man. They're phony. They're not really who they claim to be. It's like, hey, say the Elon and Trump thing. I knew this was gonna happen. I made videos about this, man, a long time ago, saying, hey, these are two self-righteous know-it-alls, who know nothing about suffering, nothing about the case or cause of human suffering. They don't know it. They never. It's not part of them. They can't. But they can't. It's like the Trump and Elon thing. Hey, man, I don't know why you guys are fighting. I really don't care, to be honest with you. I mean, they got enough money to just spit on the ground. I walk on. I have nothing. Here's the difference between me and these guys. These guys have spent the last 7 years trying to plot on a scheme that is bigger than the people realize, which involves AI and surveillance. And, Elon has private military contracts, whether or not Trump was on the Epstein list. I'm sure he was. I'm sure he is. And I'm sure you'll never know that, because apparently now they could release files, and they claim they released them, like Trump said with the JFK. I released them. Dude, no, you didn't. You released redacted things, and they probably weren't even true. They probably weren't. The true stuff probably was not even in there ever. Just like the Epstein files. Trump's probably in with the lawyer of Epstein, and they're buddy. So of course he keeps his name out of it. They were friends. You understand how that works now? Okay, it's all bullshit, is what it is. And these men, Trump especially, man. Elon, I'm not so mad at, man, because Elon, he kept it real, man. Like as far as I'm concerned, I believe Elon, man. Here's why. Trump has never even he kind of never really claimed that he wasn't part of the Epstein files, and he never had a formal denial of it. If you tell me I'm something, I'm gonna come at you, man. If it's not true, I'm gonna come right at your neck, man. The same way back. Because I care about my character, man. You're not gonna assassinate my character like that. So I have no doubt in my mind that he's in with Epstein's lawyer or something like that. That's why Epstein's lawyer said he has no dirt on Trump. Of course he did. Yeah, of course he did. Because Trump's in with mob. He's in with the mob and mafia. Hate to say it, but that's the truth. He's in with the mob and mafia, man. And there's some things that he needs to do for my native people, Native Americans and a certain tribe. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say what the tribe is, but, let's get that passed, man. Let's get that. Come on, man. Let's get on with that. Anyways, I'm not going to say the name of the tribe. There's hundreds of Native American tribes. This one is very unique and rare and deserves the same treatment everybody has gotten in this country. So I'm not liking the stuff like the feuding of billionaires. Dude, think about this. 10 billionaires sat in the front row of Trump's inauguration, and they were all technocrats, okay? It's already too late. I mean, Peter Thiel involved, the CIA is involved. It's just, I told you, Q was a CIA psyop. I told you that from the beginning. It was in Q-Tel, okay? That's what it was. And it fooled so many people, man, including myself. And took me for a ride, man, for many years, man, and had me believe in stuff that was never true. Never. And I'm not going to, rehash those things. And I could, though. But I'm not going to do that because Trump knows me, and he knows he used me, and he knows exactly who I am. And now all of a sudden he has amnesia. He doesn't know all of a sudden. Doesn't want to, doesn't want to be the same way back. I was a brother to him, and I was a brother to the cause of good. And for America, I thought, no, America is no longer a free nation. There is no freedom here. Now, with this big, beautiful bill, there was a problem with AI having having the right to basically govern or mandate, certain things, which it's already doing. I mean, we all know this. The United States and the Pentagon, they probably have like a HAL computer or a mind, like something like that, or AI that governs its own algorithms now. I don't believe anything we see on TV or on the news or anything is actually real at all. It's not, none of it's real. None of it's real. It's all facade. Probably ran by Jews. I mean, it's just like Hollywood, And I think AI runs its own algorithms now, and unless we change it, unless we transmute the matter, first and foremost, come through the ether and transmute the matter, man, and the atoms, man, and rearrange them in the ways that we want as a collective consciousness. But we have to actually act as one. I'm not one with everybody. I'm sorry. I'm not ever going to capitulate with things like that. And because I'm not one with everybody. Now, I may be connecting online or something like that. You may have me connected or quantum entangled with, another person in this so-called universe. But I'm not one with everybody. I can't be. We're all not one. Is Cain one with Abel? No, of course not. That's the kind of thing. Like that's how cut and dry it is with me. Was Esau one with Jacob? No. Were they twins? Yes, but they were very different. They weren't one. Okay. One sold his birthright for a pot of stew. I ain't selling nothing, man. That's mine. This is mine. And the universe is going to give back what's owed to me. So as I said in Isaiah 53, when you lay the iniquity of the sins of everybody, man, and then they're atoned for, and yes, they will be atoned for. It's like just how Leviathan will make peace with me. Yes, he will make peace with me. Trust me. He will make peace with me. Now listen here. The dream is really a lie. What is the dream? The dream is Atlantis, okay? They have this idea of Atlantis, the reformed Atlantis number 2, CERN number 2, basically. And, if history repeats itself, like I suppose it would, there will be an accident that, blows up the world, or at least 3/4 of it. Or something like that. See, the Tower of Babel. Once again, we'll talk about the Tower of Babel, Nimrod. Nimrod says all the people were one. Nimrod had the communication with the higher gods. Okay. And he wanted to protect it. This was like beyond language, basically, is what I'm saying. This was about communication with higher entities and, super abilities, things like that. And because if you control the masses, you control it all. You know what I mean? And if you have only the right information, you're the only one with the right information. Well, you control the information then, and that in turn controls the people. So, anyways, I'm not going to talk much more about that, but David here is saying that we were like them that dream. Okay, man, I pray, man, that everybody has pleasant dreams, man, and lives in a pleasant world, man. And this nightmare that we're in becomes, a dream, really. Things get turned, inside out, outside in. Then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. And then said they among the heathen, the Lord had done great things for them. Yes, the Lord had done great things for us, whereof we are glad. See, even in the midst of, pain, suffering, I mean, I know I have literally nothing. And I have nothing going for me. I spent the last 7 years living a life that was opposed to society and things like that. I could have went back to work, man, started working again. I didn't, And now I'm kind of in this limbo area to where, like, I can't work. I'm disabled. I'm on dialysis. I don't know anybody my age going through these things. I don't make enough money. I make $900 a month, man, through this disability. And I'm broke, 3 weeks into the month. It doesn't matter. It never fails. It's not. So I got to find a job. In the meanwhile, I'll still be on dialysis because I have to do that. I have no other choice but to do that in order to actually live. But I got to work now too. And I got nobody else to blame, man, but the way things are going here in this country, it's really sad, man. It really is sad, man, and it's a struggle, man. And I don't see God, man, and really in this struggle, like, even though I want to and I need the Father, man, like, oh man, but all I see is me, man. All I see is me, and I know that's not the case, man, but like, it sure seems like that way. But anyways, the Lord, He gladdens our heart. That's what it is. So the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the Most High, may He always dwell in us, and our mother, and her sacredness, and the soil from, may we always be one with the earth, and our mother. And they that sow tears shall reap in joy. Let me tell you something. I've never cried so much in my life. I'm telling you, if God could remember the amount of tears that I've shed just on the pages of the Bible alone, let alone just shedding tears, man, I haven't reaped any joy for it. And I'm not gonna pretend like I have. I haven't. So haven't reaped any joy from it. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed. My seed was taken from me as well. So I sure hope, man, I bear precious seed, man. That's my goal and aim in prayer. Shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. Well, I'm just waiting on the rejoicing period, man, at this time, man. So my prayer is that I hope it comes quick, man, and I hope it's sooner than later, but I'm afraid it's going to be worse before it gets better. So just hang your head up high, man, and just know, man, things change, man. Things change just by the words you speak and, our energy we give off, man. Things will change, man. And a change is definitely going to come. A change is definitely going to come. And if it's got to come with the destruction and the recompense of the wicked, man, so be it, man. If it's got to come with billionaires arguing about dumbass shit, so be it. So be it. America destroyed, so be it. I don't. America never did shit for me. I don't care about it. I'd like to live in peace here on this planet with friends, okay? People like-mindedness with the same father as me, same outlook as me, and recognizes our differences as well as our similarities. That's the goal. But being able to differentiate between the two. And yeah, man, that's all I got for this. Thank you.